folded close, cold beside the chamber door. The borrowed cape was worn no more, yet night had left its trace. Candle smoke and silver thread held the secret in the weave, and when his cousin's brother came, the room grew cold and still.
He raised the sleeves of formal white, the gloves, the cape, the cotton silk, then pressed the cloth beneath his nose with narrowed golden eyes. The boy stood frozen on the stair, small as a candle in the rain. A plea would only sharpen blame, a lie would not survive.
Silence settled on his tongue, heavy as the bolted door. 2 weeks of footsteps passing by, 2 weeks of wanting more. He watched the daylight cross the wall, thin as a dying flame, and wondered why his mother's blood was twisted into shame.
His father came without a knock, the room went colder than the stone. The boy obeyed with lowered eyes and stood there still alone.
The cane came down like gold decree, held by a father's hand. Not love, not law, but wounded pride, too hard to understand.
He hid his tears in folded sheets and wrote by candles shaking light. A kinder hall, a gentler hand, a place where he had a right.
He saw himself beneath the oil, beneath the elder's grace, a child allowed to lift his head and stand in his own place.
They found the pages in his room, the ink still young, the hope still clear. His father crushed the dream aside, his cousins laughed for all to hear.
They tore his clothes, they split the seams, as though cloth could kill a flame. But torn cloth cannot bury hope or make a wrong seem right. He slept until the evening fell, then woke beneath the moon. The quiet house below him creaked like danger in a room. He dressed again in borrowed grace, heart hammering in the night, then crossed the floor without a word and vanished out of sight.
3 towns east, through field and rain, past wells and farms and sleeping stone,
he walked toward the council road, bruised, afraid, alone.
For every child outside the hall,
for every whispered blood,
for every door that closed too fast,
he crossed the dark and mud.
By dawn he reached the eastern town, where lawmen kept the gate. He told them what the house had done, with
shaking hands held straight.
They sent for kin from mother's side, who lived beyond that road. His aunt and uncle came for him and took him from that home. The court was called at Eastern Hall, his father's house stood blamed. For every bruise, for every lump, for every child they shamed. His aunt and uncle took his hand and swore to keep him free.
The elders gave him into their care,
where he was meant to be.
He grieved the father he had known and the father he had dreamed.
One lived inside that bitter house,
one only might have been. Then one elder, silver-furred, came softly through the grave
and laid the folded garments down,
as if giving back the day.
Was it wrong to want the song,
to kneel beneath the light, to dream of oil upon the brow on that forbidden Saturday night?
The elder answered calm and clear,
a child is worthy at their birth.
The law can bruise a living soul,
but cannot weigh its worth.
He kept the clothes with steady hands,
a banner made of thread.
The fight goes on,
the elder said, for every child ahead.
Years moved slow, but voices rose like rivers cutting stone,
Until the old decree was broken
and the bard were called their own.
The doors were open wide at last, the rite now gathered all the young.
The candles burned for every child,
And ancient hymns were sung. He wore his rightful clothes that dawn,
ivory, blue, and silver thread,
not stolen from another room.
but night for him instead.
He knelt before the elder's hand.
The all shone bright,
The hall grew still. The child who once had fled the night
now knelt in morning light.
The elder raised the sacred oil. The gathered voices did the same, and every candle bowed in gold
Around the rising flame,
Then came the words he once had dreamed, when all had turned away.
this day, this monument, comes once in a young Catalan's lifetime.